Hi there and good evening. Welcome to the Race Advisor. So I think I'm live now and you should be able to hear me fine. You probably just had a couple of minutes of me pondering because there's a little bit of a time delay and it took me a moment to get myself organized. But thank you very much indeed for joining this evening. It's lovely to have you here. And first of all, I'm just going to say, could you just drop a message in the chat, say hi, and introduce yourself? That'll be great. We're just going to give a couple of moments, let everybody come in and join this session. So this evening's session, it's going to run for around about an hour, maybe a bit less. And I'm very excited because we're going to be going through a lot of new features that are on the race cars, functions that are coming up and things like that. So it's great. It's going to be a great evening. It's great to have you here. I hope you've got your cup of tea, drink, whatever it may be, ready to go. Obviously, there is another race currently just gone off in running, and the last race going off at Wolverhampton at 8:30 as well. So you can keep your eyes on that race. Yeah, it's lovely to see everybody here. Hi Graham, Sharon, nice to have you, both of you back. Stephen as well, Colin, Robbie, lots of very familiar names. It's wonderful to have you joining again here. Hi Neil, David, Bob, BBU, great to have you all here with me. So again, we're just going to give it I'll give it another 30 seconds and then we're going to get started on this. If you're not familiar with YouTube chat, you can just chat away there on the right hand side, drop messages in. If you've got questions, put them there. What I'm probably going to do this evening is I'm going to run through the entire presentation, the features that we're talking about, and then I'm going to come back and take questions because you may know, if you've been with me on any of these before, that I like to chat. So when I get a question, I like to talk about it. And so to make sure that we've got through everything before we get into the chatting phase, I'll probably run it like that. So just have your questions, but drop them in the chat and I'll scroll back and I'll have a look and I'll see that there. Okay, so hopefully you can see me all and we're gonna get started now. If you haven't done and subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, share it if you want to, but really hit the subscribe button. That would be great, and then you'll get alerted by YouTube whenever we're doing a live stream or we post another video. Some of you may know Colin, who's been posting some videos with us recently, and they're great. So really worth doing that. Okay. Hi everybody, thank you for joining us this evening. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to jump over in a moment to my screen so you can see that. But just before I do that, I'm just going to run through exactly what we're going to go through this evening. So we've been working very hard behind the scenes, or I say our team has been working very hard behind the scenes, going through all the features that you've requested. And we have probably one of our biggest feature releases to date coming up. And we're just doing the very final touches of it, and it will probably be there tomorrow morning. So I'm very excited by this. And there's quite a few updates and changes that are happening. Nothing is changed. It's going to be a dramatic, or you're not going to be able to find things, but some really cool stuff that I know you've been asking for. Okay, so let me jump over and share my screen. Can I just get, before I go on, can I just get a confirmation that you can see the screen, that it's clear, and that you've got everything? If it's a little bit blurry for you, it may be that the setting on your YouTube account is not at the highest level of quality. So to fix that, you just need to go down to the bottom, hover over the little cog, select that, and then choose the highest quality version that you can. So, pardon me, that's how it's good. Perfect. Okay, great. I'm very pleased to hear it's looking good. Again, I often have a minor technical hitch, and I've managed to, so far, touch wood, get through this without any of those. Long may it continue. Okay, perfect. So, Here we are. So we're on the home page of the Race Advisor. And you see I've got a bunch of tabs open. And the reason I've done it like this tonight is because of the way our developers test new features that haven't yet been released. So I'm going to start by saying, before we move into some of these new features, I'm going to start by saying the first most important thing to say is that the race predictor will no longer be available on a race-by-race basis. So you'll still be able to access it, pay as you go, as always, but it will only be available for the entire race day, not on a race-by-race basis. Okay, the next feature that I would like to make you aware of is when you export data, and you get this when you purchase ratings, or if you get the pay-as-you-go speed and pace, or the race predictor, any of them give you the ability to export data from the website. And you can see that here above the race card here, the CSV, or if you're using the race predictor, it's up here, the little CSV icon, and the same with speed, there's a little CSV icon. And when you download that data, now the odds that are currently available at the time when you click download will be included into your file. So obviously if it's after the race, it will be zeros and you'll have the SP or the bettor SP. But if you're downloading them in the day, then the latest odds that we have that are available for those horses will be in that file as well. So that's a new feature that has been quite heavily requested, and it's gonna be there. Okay, perfect. Now, I'm just going to scroll down here to these tips. So at the moment it says Monday horse racing tips today, and these statistics are based on the last 7 days. So these tips are not from Race Advisor Services. They are from third-party tipsters, and we proof their results for you very simply. So the change here is that up to today, you have been able to purchase their tips directly through the Race Advisor website. And when you clicked on the buy tips button, you got them on the Race Advisor website, and they were kind of there available for you. As of today, we're no longer doing that direct integration. Instead, when you press buy tips, you'll get a little notification saying that you're leaving the Race Advisor website. And if you continue, it will open a new tab for you, taking you straight to that tipster's website, where you can get them there, purchase their tips if you want to purchase them. So we've removed that functionality to buy them directly through the website. Instead, you can do that directly with the tipster if you want to get them. But that doesn't change the fact that you can still view all their results on the website. As always, all this information is here. You can change the time frames. You can filter the results down here by different filters. You can export the results as well if you want to export the file and do analysis on it. So you can do all of the stuff that you always were able to do. And of course, once you're logged in, where are we? Tips proofing here. You can come to tips proofing here. You can see this, sorry, if you're not logged in as well, this is available anyway. And on here, you can again see all the tips. You can filter them for different time frames. Up here, and then again you can view the details for each one or whatever. Now the other thing is we are going to be adding 6 more third-party tipsters very shortly in the coming days to the proofing, and then we already have a number of other tipsters after that who have requested joining, who will also be added. So we're going to keep adding these third-party tipsters so that you can proof and track their results as well. And obviously you can access the tips to proofing, viewing all of it by clicking on the view all tips to proofing if you're not logged in. I recommend that if you're not logged in, you create a free account and log in, and that's fine. But there's a whole bunch of features that you get when you're registered that you don't get if you don't log in. But if you aren't, you can click on this view tips to all proofing button. And again, hovering over this tells you a little bit about each of these tipsters. Okay. Now I'm coming to some of the new Race Advisor features. So first of all, I'm going to come over here, and this at first glance looks maybe very similar. But if I scroll down here to today's horse strength, you will see we now have the strongest horse, which is great. They've done pretty well today, 3 wins and a place. But we also, next to it, at very, very big request, have the weakest horses. So again, you'll be able to see these each day. Okay, so now you can see that we've got the weakest horses each day running in here, and they're gonna show up every single day. Also, you can now email these horses for free. You can get these horses emailed to you every single day. There's absolutely no charge. There will be no charge anymore from tomorrow. And you can obviously stop it at any time. If you accept that, you'll see that this changes to a blue button, which says stop emailing me the above horses every day. And if you want to turn it off, you can click it again and press confirm, and it turns it off. That's simple. So now we have the strongest horses every day and the weakest horses every day. And these weakest horses are, sometimes there are going to be high odds horses in there, but we've done this in a particular way specifically to try and prevent too many or too high odds horses from coming in. So it's going to be the weakest horses, with that kind of caveat that obviously you don't want 750 to 1 horses are the weakest horses. So we've tried to balance that out as well for you. Okay. I'm going to now move on to an awesome feature that again has been very much requested. What we have up here is under race cards we have today's runners and tomorrow's runners, and this is always available. Today's runners and tomorrow's runners, and if you click on these you get a list of all the runners, and that's great. Well, from tomorrow again, not only do you get a list of all the runners racing this day, but you will notice we now have this column here called suited horses. And this shows you the horse's suitability for the race. And you can see this now for every horse, every day. It can take a moment to load. I need to refresh the page. It can take a moment to load some of these graphs because it's a huge amount of data, but they will kind of come up and you can see them all listed here for every horse every day. So now you can get all of the most suited horses in a single place for every horse running that day. And with that, you can also get, and these will all be on the same page. I appreciate they're on different tabs at the moment, but they will all be on the single page. There will also be horse improving column with a thumbs down or a thumbs up, which at a glance will tell you what horses are declining or improving expected each day. So at a very quick glance, you can scroll down and you can see all of these horses very, very rapidly. So again, these are 2 absolutely awesome new features that you're going to be able to see. I'm going to keep going on this page because we have another feature on this page, which is called One Run Trainers. And you can see this over here. And if we toggle this, it's going to strip this list down to only those trainers that have a single race that day. So again, in one location, you can find every trainer that has 1 horse only running each day. And all of these features are available when you register. There's no charge for them. You can just log in and get access to them straight away. Okay. I'm going to pause that for a moment while I just have another sip of a drink and ask if anyone's got any questions on what I've spoken about so far. Please fire away. Chris, I can see you've asked how did the ratings do today. The quickest way to check that is just to come to the website and you'll see down here the top rated winners in the last 7 days. This is updated in real time, so you can see 15 minutes ago in the 8 o'clock race, Thunder Song was VDW top rated, and this does it based on just the VDW and the PR ratings, and these 2, and if either of them are top rated and they win, it will list them here. So again, you can see here the horses for today, and if you scroll down this list, you can see all the horses for the last 7 days, and of course there've been 95. So that is that's the answer to that question there. Okay, where were we? We were over here. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to move on. But if you do have any questions on what we've spoken about in the feature so far, or anything else, please drop them in. Next, I'm going to come to our tracking dashboard. And again, the first thing to say is previously there has been a charge to track horses, trainers, and jockeys. From tomorrow, there will be no charge to track unlimited horses, trainers, and jockeys on your account. That charge will be removed from tomorrow, and you will be able to track as many horses, trainers, and jockeys as you want, completely free. You will have to register and log in to do that, but it will be completely free. We have also added, by default, we had the win percent for your horses, your trainers, and your jockeys, and underneath we have now added their place percentages as well. And you can see, you will find out how many winners and also what the return on investment is for those, and that's just calculated over the time frame up here. Okay, and we can change this time frame with no issue if we want to. You'll also notice on the settings side where you can choose SP or bettor SP on this page to determine how you want to calculate these figures. So the new features here is tracking is now completely free. As many horses, trainers, or jockeys as you want, and you will see the summary of your win percentages and place percentages for each of them, as well as at the bottom here how many you have running today of horses, trainers, or jockeys, how many you're tracking, and the average runners that you're getting from those tracked horses every day. In order to add one, I'll just show you briefly. You can either add them from here just by searching for a horse and adding them in. Obviously you can also search for a trainer or a jockey. You can put your notes in here and then add them, and they will get added. Alternatively, you can come to a race card and you can track from up here, and you can go, I want to track a horse, breakpoint, going to add some notes, and you can save that, and you will see immediately breakpoint now has a flashing red dot next to it, which means this horse is tracked. Okay, and if I click on that flashing dot, here are my notes on the horse. So that happens instantaneously. And where am I? Coming back over to here, we'll now see breakpoint is in our tracking management, and that it last, oops, I sorted by name there, didn't mean to do that. Breakpoint is in our tracking management, last raced on the 14th of January, so fairly recently. We started tracking at 8:18 and 15 seconds on the 27th of January, and we got some notes here. You'll also see today's tracked items both here, up here on your tracking page, but also you'll see this on your home page as well. Today's tracked items just here. And again, you only get that when you're logged in, but once you're logged in, you'll see that. You can also have these horses emailed to you every day. And again, this is completely free of charge. You click the button and it changes. And if you want to stop it, you stop changing it. They will actually be emailed to you the night before racing. From tomorrow evening, this email will be sent the night before racing instead, so you have plenty of time to look at those horses and prepare yourself for the next day's racing. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick check of if there's any questions or comments so far. NFD would love to see a single jockey toggle per race course, similar to a single trainer. Great. If you want to send that suggestion, that feature suggestion, into our support desk, please, support@raceadvisor.co.uk. It will get added into our feature suggestions, and we'll then consider it in our future rounds of development. Okay, perfect. Next, I would like to show you bet tracking. So let me just come back here for a moment. Bet tracking. Where am I? Bet tracking is now free as well, completely free of charge, or will be from tomorrow, I should say. The way bet tracking works is it allows you to track the bets in your strategies. So very simply, you can see your dashboard here. This is a test account, so there's not a huge amount, but underneath you can see I have one strategy. If I want to add a new strategy, I click new strategy, and I put my strategy name here, and I click save, and there is my new strategy. If I no longer want a strategy, I can archive it, and there it goes, and it goes into my archive tab here, where I can restore it or delete it. And then on my active strategies, I can continue to see. If I want to add a bet, I can click add a bet up here, or I can click add a bet here, and then I can select my strategy, choose a course, whatever I want, choose a race, put in a horse, choose a bet type, choose a stake size, and if I want to put odds taken, I can put them or not, as is my choice, and add a bet. And you'll see when you do that, today's bets will appear then on here, and you can see that. And then you'll have the statistics over all time for your strategies, for all of your strategies, combined statistics here. And on the right hand side, we have this settings where we can choose if we want to display results to the Betfair SP, standard SP, or my own user odds, or we can choose single unit stakes or my own stakes as well. So nice and simple. When we come in to a strategy, where am I? Here we go. When we come into a strategy itself, you can again change the time frame up here, or you can use the calendar to choose when you want to view it. And again, you have, my mouse has stopped working, one moment. Can't move anything. There we go. We've got the settings here on the right hand side too. But essentially what we have added here, so, and again, we've got the statistics, but this time just for the specific strategy over the time frame. And again, we can add a bet here. Nice and simple. Don't know why it's not letting me pick a course. There we go. And it works the same way. We can add a horse here, back to no later win, stake size 1. There we go. Add that in, and there it comes in. And obviously it's already run. And we have these stats underneath. We can also filter our own strategies exactly the same way. We can filter the results, and we can export the results based on different date ranges and user stakes or single units and the odds we want to export. So you can get them downloaded and you can do that. And again, this is from tomorrow going to be completely free. You can use as many strategies as you want. You can track as many bets within them as you want. It's now completely free. In here, if you need to edit them, you can edit some of the settings, or you can delete that particular bet if you made a mistake. And what we have added in here is new statistics, first of all. So we have added in the number of wins, and then we have added in these 3 at the bottom here: average odds, average winning odds, and average losing odds. There is a little kink that is still being ironed out in these 3, but that will hopefully be ironed out by tomorrow when this is available for you. But this will then show you the average odds, the average winning odds, and the average losing odds of your bets in that strategy over whatever time frame you have set. And again, you can jump between strategies really quickly. I haven't got any others here, but by clicking this button up here on the right at the top, it will open a list of all your strategies so you can jump between them really fast. I should also say the other way to add a bet is off a race card, because you can come to this tracking tab, click on betting, and go, actually, I want to add this to this strategy, and it pre-selects the date, the course, and the time for you. All you need to do is come in, add your horse, put in your details, and add that bet, and that will add that horse to that strategy. I need to refresh the page, but that horse will then get added into that strategy. And I think I'm starting to get a little bit of a lag here. Let me just check some of my settings just to make sure we're not doing. Okay, we seem okay. All right, perfect. So you can see it's added the horse in here, and obviously it's going down because that hasn't yet raced, so we don't know the result yet. So coming just to a couple of questions on this, Chris PW, can you use bet tracking for historical bets? You absolutely can. Add bet. I'm going to choose a date. I don't know, let's go back to however far you want to go back, but I'm going to go to the 17th of July last year, choose a course on that day, choose a time, choose a horse, put my stats in, add my bet, and there it goes, it gets added. And I'll need to refresh this page for it to appear. And I need to change the time frame from the last 30 days so I can see it. And here come past bets. So you absolutely can. Sharon, this is not available on the Pro Classic site, but if you are a Pro member, you have access to this anyway. So it is all there for you when you log in on the new site. Okay, so as well as these new stats that we've added. And again, remember, this is completely free. You just need to register an account. You can use it straight away. Unlimited amounts of strategies, unlimited amount of bets. The other thing that we've put on here is the ability. Here's another page with it on, as again, it will obviously all be on the same place. This is just going between tabs because we haven't fully released it yet, but it will be released overnight. You'll see up the top here, we have this toggle that says private. So what does this do? At the moment, if you were to take this URL for the strategy and share it with somebody, they would not be able to see the results of your strategy because they are not logged into your account. However, if you want to share your results publicly, you can now toggle this on and your results become public. And you can now take the URL from the website and share it wherever you like. And other people will be able to see your results. They will be able to filter your results. They'll be able to download your results. And they will be able to see all of the same statistics as you. So you can now share your results publicly if you want to. And again, this has been asked quite a large amount of times. So now you can share your results, whether that's with friends, whether you're sharing them because you want to be a tipster or you are a tipster, whatever, doesn't matter. You can do that. Okay. So you can share the results for all of your strategies. Can you bet, Stephen, can you bet like a betting site? Currently, you cannot bet through the Race Advisor directly. No, you need to go to a betting site currently to do that. Okay, so that is how the new updates to the bet tracker work. And again, completely free to track as many horses, trainers, jockeys, to track as many strategies and bets as you like. And you can now share your results publicly if you want to, by toggling on this icon. And again, if you toggle it off, that link will no longer be accessible, and they'll be brought, anyone who follows it, if you toggle this off, will be brought back to our home page here with a message that's, oh, sorry, not here, back to the home page of the Race Advisor here with a message that says this strategy is no longer publicly available. Pardon me. Can I do a demo of how the share link works? Okay, I can. Let me show you. Bear with me. I'm going to have to share another screen. Oh, you're testing my technical ability on a live stream here, Chris. Let me go for it. Hold on. Let me go for it. Just going to add in here we go. I'm just going to open up an incognito window. Okay. And I'm just going to put it up. Hold on, bear with me. Bear with me. Here we go. That's not the right one. Here we go. There we go. Okay, I'm getting there. Here we go. And now I need to shrink it down so you can see it. There we go. Okay, and then put it here so you can see me. I'm getting there. Okay, here we go. I can't just add a tab because I'm logged in on this account. So I can't just add a tab because I'm logged in, so it will show the results to me. So what I've done here is I've copied the URL, and you can see I've pasted it in here. And now I'm going to click on this, and you can see results for this strategy are not currently publicly available. Okay, now if I come back over to the other screen, here we go, and I toggle this on, okay, and now I come back to my incognito private browser and I put that URL in again. You can now see that we can see the results. So again, they are completely shareable. So that's how it works. Pardon me. That's how it works, and that's how that shareable link works. Okay. Next thing that we are doing is we are simplifying the pay-as-you-go pricing. So if you've been using the pay-as-you-go pricing, it's possibly been a little bit confusing. And what you have is there has been a different price for each of the premium tools, and then there's been a cap of which you won't be charged. And we've had a lot of feedback that this is quite confusing, which is reasonable because it is. So we're simplifying the pay-as-you-go pricing. So from tomorrow, any pay-as-you-go tool that you use will be £2 a day for the tool. There won't be a cap anymore. We're removing that. It's just going to be a flat £2 a day for the tool. The invoices will continue to be the same. So we only charge you on the 2nd and the 18th of the month for anything used in the previous period. So you only get charged after you've used it. And that simplifies the pay-as-you-go pricing. And for all of our Race Advisor users who support us and love us and want to use the website every day, we are going to be releasing again in line with this tomorrow our new premium access for the website, which will be £47 every 30 days. And this is what it looks like. You're just going to see this up on the top right of the screen, a new box appear on the website which says turn on premium access. If you click on the information, it's going to give you the help icon is going to give you information about it. And to turn it on, you press the toggle button, you ask for confirmation of the charge and press accept. If it's a successful purchase, you will be billed to your default payment method straight away, and you'll be notified if it's successful. And if it's successful, you will also see this turn green, so it's very clear that you have premium access on. You will be automatically rebilled in 30 days unless you turn it off. And you can see to the right, there's a countdown of how many days till your next billing period. So this will be on every single page of the website in the top. So you can see it wherever you go, how long you have. And of course, if you turn it off halfway through your billing period and cancel, that's absolutely fine. You can now see it's been updated. It's been turned off. It's gone back to a sort of orangey color. But you still have the 29 days symbol because you still have 29 days left until your subscription period runs out. And when you turn this on, you get access to all of the premium tools on the Race Advisor website, unlimited use for that £47 every 30 days. What are these tools? So to confirm these tools, we have the ratings. So first of all, we have the ratings on the website here. So you'll get the PR and the VDW rating. And again, there's a flashing star if a horse is rated in the top 3 for both of them. You'll also get additional information down here. There'll be naps if any of the horses have been napped by newspaper tipsters, the distance the horse has traveled, and the number of career starts. And obviously you can export this data as well. You'll also get access to our race predictor tool down here, which is the Monte Carlo simulations for the win markets and the place markets. Gives you the horse's chances of winning and whether there is currently value in the market there as well. And you'll get access to the speed and pace tab. So for the speed tab, we have the projected speed race class, and then we've got different pars, the top 3 horses in different areas, speed graphs, which are possibly, and I've been saying this for a long time, one of the most powerful tools. You don't need anything other than these speed graphs. And again, this isn't a stream where I'm going to do a training on how to use them, but a dynamic filter. Essentially, the speed graph shows you the last year speed figures for every horse in the race, and you can then change this dynamically based on, I'm going to take that off, based on race conditions. So if I was to do that, I actually didn't look at what this race was, but I know it's Wolverhampton. And then it will only show you those races. So I don't know if we can put in this and it's going to reduce. So there we go. And again, we can see how horses compete with each other over very specific conditions. Underneath here, we've got a whole range of speed factors and speed ratings. The dynamic speed rating changes based on your settings here. So we predict a horse's speed based on the settings you put in this filter down here. So if I change this, you can see Enzo's Angel is 131, but let me take let's just reset all of this to 0 and apply it, and you'll see all these change, so it's completely dynamic. And then hovering over any of these actually tell you what they are, and a couple of them here, you have different time frames as well that you can set on those. And we have a pace tab here. Okay, and again, this pace tab shows you the different pace scores. Green being a strong, fast pace, blue being a kind of a lagger pace with the actual scores in between. If you hover over them, you can see what the predicted pace race for the day was. And again, you can also filter this graph just to see all the front runners, for example, or want to see all the horses that are likely to lag, so you can quickly split and break the field down. So this is the premium access. If you are a legacy member on Race Advisor Pro, you will have access to this as well. You already have access to this. You don't need to do anything. If you're a legacy member on Race Advisor Pro, it will continue for you as normal. So that's what the premium access will do. It will give you access to every premium tool on the Race Advisor website for that £47 for every 30 days. There are more features slated to be released in 2025 as well, such as our system builder and a couple of other ones too. So that is all of the updates that are going to be taking place tonight. I'm going to jump over to the chat, see if there's any questions around any of these features, updates, or generally any other questions. James, do we have tutorials for each of the premium access tool? That's an excellent question. We don't currently have tutorials for each of them. We are building out both a help feature as you go around on how to use them and some of these tutorials. Having said that, in our YouTube channel, there are plenty of videos that walk through all of our ratings, how to use them, the speed ratings, the speed graphs, how to use pace on race analysis, how to use the PR rating, the VDW ratings. So there are lots of videos in our YouTube channel that you can access for this. Specifically for the PR rating, we're in the process of doing the VDW rating. There is a very extensive blog post, if you go to the blogs here, which is a breakdown of all of the PR horse racing rating stats. And you can see in the contents here, they're broken down by all of these different factors, and you can see here how they perform across every single type of race condition. So that can give you a lot of good starting points for that particular rating, and we're building this sort of in-depth article and analysis out for each of the other ratings as well. We're currently with the VDW. But as always, if you have any questions on how to use anything, if you're using the premium access or any of our other tools, please contact support. We're always happy to help. We're happy to answer. We're happy to guide you in the right direction to get the most out of it and to make these things work for you in whatever is the best way for you personally. So very, very happy to do that all the time. Ian, absolutely, we're very happy to do. We will be doing videos on speed ratings. And again, if you have requests for videos or trainings or anything like that, please do send them into support@raceadvisor.co.uk. We read them all. We keep them all. The more requests we get, kind of bumps them up the list, and they become the next ones that we do. So please always send in requests, be it for videos, articles, or features. Okay, any of those things, please do always contact us, and as I say, we are always happy to help. Just coming back here, I think I've answered bet tracking for historical bets. Okay, I'll give it another 30 seconds or a minute or so, see if there are any other questions on any of the features that we've released or any questions generally on the Race Advisor. In the meantime, we can see the last race has taken place. And when you register for a free account, if you haven't yet registered for a free account, some of the things you're going to get is the fastest horse predicted today, the most tipped horse today, obviously tracking, bet tracking now is all included for free. The 2 most valuable races of the day as well will be there. So you get a lot of features additionally for free. I should also highlight as well, if you haven't registered an account and you just want to try the tools, pay as you go. If you go to your account page, on your account page, this is where you can obviously see all your past invoices, your account, you can change your password. And I am currently a Premier user, so I don't have an estimated usage, but you would also see, if you're not a Premium Access user, an estimated usage here, which shows you exactly what you've used in the current billing period as well. So you can track everything yourself, and you're in complete control of everything yourself as well, even down to your invoices, which you can come into here and view and download if you want to. Okay. Chris, is it possible to filter for just handicap races? On the home page, so for upcoming races, we haven't currently got a filter, but that is also a very often requested feature, and I can assure you that is coming very soon. There will be a filter coming in here that allows you to highlight only handicap or non-handicap races. When you look at the bet tracking, then, or if you want to filter the tipsters, then yes, you can filter by race classification there already. But in terms of here at the moment, obviously you can see we've got the handicap badges on those races that are handicaps, so you can very quickly go through and see them. It only takes a moment, but that is a very often requested feature as well. But yeah, very, very quickly you can go through here, as you can see, and see all the handicap races and jump straight to them. Okay, well, I think that's kind of all the questions that we have for this evening. If you have any others, and you want to, oh, Chris, sorry, can you filter just UK races? Again, no, I don't think that's actually ever been requested. If you'd like that, please again drop us an email to support@raceadvisor.co.uk with that suggestion, and we'll add it to our feature request. The only request I think we've had so far in order to filter races has been for handicaps, not race types or country, or in fact any other classifications going or anything. So please, if that's something you think would be useful, drop it in a feature request ticket by emailing support@raceadvisor.co.uk with the suggestion. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't yet. If you think of something later down the line, you're like, I wish I'd asked that question, or I wish I'd asked how to do this, please don't hesitate to contact us. Please don't hesitate to email us. I'd love to hear from you. We read every message that comes in, and we will obviously get back to you as soon as possible. So thank you very, very much for joining me this evening. It's been absolutely wonderful. I appreciate the time you have spent with me, and I will look forward to seeing you in another video or another live stream where we can look at maybe doing some of the training. If you're sending those suggestions in of how you would like to analyze races or features you'd like me to do live streams on, I would love to do it. I very much enjoy doing these live streams. So please do send in those requests and those suggestions for them, and we'll definitely jump on them. Have an absolutely wonderful evening. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you on the Race Advisor website tomorrow and in the coming weeks, and to hearing from you. Have a lovely evening. Thank you very much indeed, and take care.